What's up, guys? Welcome back. Episode 24. What? I just said
You
it.
just said it.
Hold on,
It's too late now. Just say a number now.
No. Episode 24.
Ish.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Episode 24. I'm here with my co-host, Christian. And we got producer and Julius. You guys can't see him, but...
He finally showed up again.
He finally showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. We needed someone out here gooning for us, man.
Exactly.
It's been a pleasure. I mean, I don't know. He's been busy. He's been producing other stuff, other places. I understand, man.
Producing children
nonstop, all day, every day. Yeah. You got the minivan. You got to fill it.
That is true. Once you buy it, you got to commit to it.
Once you buy it, it's like a waste of space at that point. Come on, you got to
get a bang for your buck. So what you got more, like 6 more in you, Juju?
Oh, till you get that boy. I know.
Is that what it is? Are you trying for a boy? Is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, man. I grew up. I had friends of families that had like 6 girls.
Yeah,
and then 1 boy. Like they would not stop trying until they get that.
Dude, that's
one.
nuts. That's such a like. I thought I wanted a boy. Yeah. I remember when I first found that I was having a girl. I was so sad. I was like, damn, I have a girl. Now that I have a girl, bro, I don't want a boy.
Thank God. I'm not gonna lie. The girls are.
I'm a girl dad, bro.
My daughter is the sweetest little girl, dude. Yeah. She's such a sweetheart, and my son is like. Literally Jack from fucking Incredibles.
I was gonna say like Taz, man, like Tasmanian devil, like
Tasmanian.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely a girl dad. Like, my wife wants a boy, and I'm like, nah. If you give me a boy, I'm be upset.
You need boy energy, dude.
I know.
Like that ass boy is like a Doberman. Like it really is. This man is nonstop. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I think the other thing is like I'm not a very manly man, so I resonate feminine energy. So like what? I don't see myself having a boy. You know,
that boy will toughen you up, bro. That'll bring it out. You'll start seeing your dad in you. When he starts doing enough bad shit, you're like,
I don't know.
Was my dad right?
He might outman me, bro. Like week 3, he's like, look at me. I'm the captain now.
Yeah. You know? I say we eat Cheerios. We eat Cheerios tonight. Nah, it's tough, dude. It's great, but it is a handful, man. And I don't know. I see what we're gonna do, man. Handling Emiliano, handling my daughter. Now with 3, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. It's gonna be crazy.
3? Wait, what?
Now with 3, Julius, what are you gonna do with 3?
What?
It's crazy.
What? Are we announcing something right now? Like, bro,
that's right, man. That's Ceci's been aching me to tell you guys we're having a 3rd baby.
What?
Yep, I fucked up.
Is this a bit or is this for real?
No, I wish it was a bit.
Congratulations.
God's having a bit right now, guys.
Congratulations, my guy.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna we normally have to wait. You know, it's 14 weeks to kind of announce it.
Yep.
She's about 12 weeks in now.
Okay.
But when you came over yesterday and she's like, I'm pretty sure he knows. There's like prenatals on the table. There's a freaking ultrasound on the fridge door. And I was just
Ceci,
like, oh,
I love you guys, but I do not pay that much attention. I do not have a keen eye for detail.
We think we're being sneaky. I think Ceci did it intentionally. She was like leaving stuff out. Yeah. Baby shower day. He's like, she's going to tell this man.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that day we came over and everybody was here. But Emiliano was losing his shit. And I'm just like, I already know what they're going to say. Losing his shit. This man is losing his shit. And now with a 3rd, hell no. This man's going to blow his brains out.
You left that day and Adi and I were talking. We're like, we hope like they don't think like we see them any differently by like how this went down.
That's how bad my son was.
We were just like, we understand. If anything, I admire how they handled that situation.
Because it's funny because we both left and thought the exact same thing, right? As parents, telepathically, we were just like, oh man, they probably think we're horrible.
No, like, I was just like,
I get it.
I was like, they handled that very well. When Ceci grabbed Emiliano at the trampoline, I was like, wow, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
She stood by her word.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I don't know.
Congrats, man. That is dope.
I'm excited. Obviously, I'm not going to lie and be here and say that we planned it. We were very much a 2 babies and we're done. But, you know, life has its plans. Don't trust birth control. Go ahead and this is truly God's gift, miracle baby. I don't understand how... Unless it's not my baby. In that case, somebody else reach out support.
It just says he's been lying. She has not been taking her birth control. You know?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, you know, I'm not going to lie. I trust that more. I believe that the most. Yeah. But nah, yeah, dude, we're excited. December, baby. So if you guys are watching this is an official announcement. I'm not going to put it. I'm gonna leave it as a whatever. And then we'll know who our real friends are when they listen to it and congratulate us.
Yeah.
So
that's smart. No, but that is dope, man. My deepest congratulations and condolences.
I appreciate it, man.
Because
Thank
you will have no free time whatsoever.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, Sissy's home now. It's great. But Emiliano's starting school soon, so we'll see what happens. But
so Ceci was like, one out the door, one in the door.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the biggest reasons we were like, nah, she needs to stay home. I mean, one kid, we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like one kid, I heard the meme that having one kid, you're like a part-time parent, like because they're always with you, but you have time to do things. 2 kids are like, okay, maybe we can stretch it. We can on and off schedules, whatever. 3 kids, no, there's no way. There's no way now.
Like when you have 1, you're playing zone defense, right? Yep. But then you have 2 is man to man.
Right.
Now you're just overwhelmed, bro.
Yeah,
like
3
you got a handicap.
Like, with 2, I'm like, when my daughter's sleeping, I take a nap with her. He play games. We'll just kind of like, and now with 3, it's like, no. Yeah. And then it's going to be 2 under 2 because she's going to be like 18 months old. Yeah. The baby's born. And I don't know how Ceci's gonna handle that. Poor her. I gotta go to work. I don't know what to say.
Someone's got to pay these bills.
No, seriously though. I mean, it is a lot more. Like, it's great, man. Having her home, we make dinner, we hang out. The kids, I feel way less like guilty that the kids aren't getting the attention they need. And my son, like, I'm not gonna lie, Emiliano really feels it, dude, because like he's been really clingy on her. He's been really like, mommy, where's my mommy? I want to spend time with mommy. And I'm like, that's great, man. That's good. He clearly needed it. Yeah. He's been asking for attention. I think he's been acting out a lot because of that. And I'm excited. I'm glad he's doing good. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. I will probably legit put a Patreon on this. I need some help, guys. Yeah. I got to buy these eggs.
It's like, not to fund the podcast, just to fund diapers.
To fund me. Yeah. to keep the podcast going, yeah.
That's crazy.
But we'll see what happens, man. I don't know.
God, man, I wish you would have waited a bit. Now I'm not all these gonna be on my ass. But like when we having our next one,
bro.
Like Jesus Christ,
someone's gonna have to go to college by that time.
Yeah. But if we have one in the next few years, whatever, she can help out. Our daughter's around the house. She's pushing a stroller.
That's true. Damn. All right.
Now we got 3 to 1. That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna be you're gonna be one of those Latino parents that have a kid at 40 years old. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, my parents had me, I think they were in their 40s, 40, oh, really? 50s. Yeah, because my dad just turned 70. I'm now 30. Shit. What did I turn? I turned 33, 34, 30. I think 33. I don't know.
Oh, 32, dude. I'm pretty sure 32.
No. Yeah, 29. My parents had me in their 40s. Yeah. And I turned out all right, Okay. Just a slight dab of the tism,
Right.
Just
just a sprinkle.
A tad of the tism, but that's it,
Yeah, that's good.
Other than that, I'm good.
I think we all need a tad.
Yeah, a tad,
right? It grounds us.
It gives you character. It makes you, it's like the spice of life.
Yeah, exactly. Not everybody can be the same.
Exactly. Nobody wants to be a robot.
But yeah. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Nah, yeah, man, we're excited. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's kind of scary, bro. Like, hearing what everything's going on. I literally got on Reddit this morning.
Are we doing this? Are we going into it?
Yeah, I think it's time we talk about what's going on.
One second. I prepared for this because I thought we were going to do this.
He brought the bottle. Oh, no. He just... Mochi can look that up.
Yeah, Mochi got it.
That's why she's here. Oh, we're supposed to get a bed for her. We forgot all about it.
Carry on.
I thought we were pouring shots out here, man. I was like, okay.
Shots of wine. Yeah. Shots of white wine.
Stay classy.
Yeah,
right.
Stay classy. Stay classy, San Diego.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's just been... getting out of hands, dude. This morning I look up Reddit and they're talking about the damn National Guard being deployed to LA. Yeah. And I know they were threatening it, which I was like, come on, man. Nobody's gonna deploy a National Guard to protesters.
Oh, you underestimate this, man. I mean, didn't they deploy the National Guard for the George Floyd protest as well?
Did they?
I believe they did.
I mean, that's insane.
I mean, fact check me on that, Juju, but I believe they did.
I mean, whenever they want to, but when people storm the Capitol, it's almost impossible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and they're calling this an insurrection and shit. Like, that's the talking points they're using. But for some reason, the January 6ers were peaceful protesters.
Yeah, he pardoned them.
They were just taking a tour of the White House.
It's insane. Yeah, with zip ties and duct tape.
I'm saying, right?
I mean,
breaking windows and shit.
Someone literally, 2 people died, right?
Yeah,
the police officer and the person that tried to push.
The person that was
the writer,
a traitor to the United States of America, ended up getting millions of dollars.
I saw that.
Her family did anyway.
Yeah, the family sued because...
Yeah, what's her name? Babbitt?
I don't know. And she tried to jump over lines when they clearly told her stop.
And they told her to stop like 8 times, and she kept going. And then, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. But apparently, she got a great prize because her family got
millions of fucking dollars. I don't know, man. It's insane, dude. And now, did you hear the Proud Boys are they're suing the government for arresting them in the first place for doing the insurrection? And
you know what's ridiculous? I would say that's extremely stupid, but it's extremely smart at this point because they're gonna get
win.
money. Yeah, Trump will kick them a little. He ain't paying for that shit.
Nah, he doesn't care.
That man don't pay taxes.
It's probably the right time to do anything like that,
Yeah. Maybe we should just switch up the whole podcast. Become right wing pundits,
Yeah, we'll become what's those big muscle brothers, the twins, the Hodgkin bros?
I don't know who you're talking about. No. Wow. What do you be watching, bro?
They're like these black twin bodybuilders. They're really funny. Mm-hmm. When they found out right wingers love them, they switched hard, bro. Yeah, they're hardcore Trumpers now. Which sucks because they're really funny. Yeah. But it was kind of hard, like weird seeing them. Like,
part of me is like, secured the bag, whatever. But like, also
I don't know,
like, damn, man.
I feel like there is a limit.
Yeah, there's a line.
That's like saying, like, I'm gonna join the cartel. Hey, man, get that bag, bro. I'm like,
how much they offering though?
I mean,
everybody has their price, bro.
Everybody
has their price.
But I mean, get that bag. Do that. You see what I'm saying, though?
Nuts,
like, you gotta draw the line somewhere.
You gotta draw a line somewhere.
I feel like, and I'm not saying that because of whatever. I'm saying because the power of influence.
Yeah,
the power. Like, you're sitting here. A lot of people. And they're using the argument Jon Stewart used to say, I'm not a journalist, I'm a comedian, I'm just making jokes. Mm-hmm. And they take that and twist it. Fox News, they got you sued before. Like, what are you outputting this information for? Oh, well, we're just an entertainment company.
Yeah, that's the thing. They said they're not a news company. They're like an entertainment company.
And everyone on there is like, bro, I'm getting paid. I don't care. I'm pretty sure 90% of them don't believe any of this shit, but they get a nice paycheck. So they're going to keep pushing it out. But people legit believe them. That's the Hodgkin twins.
I don't know who
I think that's their name, bro. Yeah, they're on YouTube forever, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think like, do this like okay, but this isn't like harmless.
Yeah,
like, people legit believe you.
People's
like,
livelihoods are here.
There's people like like a lot of people, especially like school shooters and like people committing these some atrocities. It's like because of stuff they're being fed daily. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I think it's insane. I think. What I really wanted to talk about, I don't know how we got into that.
I don't know. You like talking about male bodybuilding twins. I don't know. He came into this talking about.
He's like, by the way, have we heard of the Trend Brother? It's like, just
is that real?
That is the two brothers.
See, now one,
it's TikTok.
Yeah, sure.
TikTok. Sure. They were on the Matans podcast. They got joked on. He's like, have you heard of Sam Sulek? He's also another bodybuilder, but he's a YouTuber. These are all YouTubers that happen to bodybuild. And he's kind of like a Bob Ross kind of build. Guys, what's going on? You guys need to we're going to hit our macros today. Like, he just does that. Like, he just talks and lifts.
Do you make Ceci do like a few curls before you go in the bedroom?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. One of us got to be in shape, goddamn. I think she's closer to being in shape. Like, she's literally building a body. She's pregnant, right? So, close enough. Nah, but seriously, besides big muscly man, I am very stressed out about what's going on, man, because it's starting to really hit. It's not just in LA. It's on this side of the world, too. I mean, down the street from my house, dude, the exit down. They've been there 3 days now.
Really?
Pulling over,
they've been
icing
out there.
Icing out there. The roads are icy. That's what they say on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like, hey, roads are icy on these roads.
That's
and
crazy.
I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah. And it's like, damn, dude, like, I have family that's like, I don't leave the house anymore, dude, because I don't trust it. And it is insane. It's getting out of hand. I mean, there's a lot of, I've heard stories of, from people, obviously, look, I do hear stuff from TikTok, maybe I hope it's not, I'm not going to sit here and spread false news, but these are people explaining their personal accounts. You know what I mean? They were saying that a teacher was saying that the school near them, their sister school, or whatever, was raided at an elementary school graduation. Like, you had parents leaving their children at the school because they were afraid for they're like, I don't know if I don't leave now, at least they're with their teacher, I might not see them again. You know what I mean? And that's the part is like,
you remember when this all fucking started and like people were like, oh, this is crazy, like it's the next like Germany, you know? Like the Gestapo police, and they're like, no, they're not allowed into schools and churches and like fucking
that was like their excuse, right?
Yeah, and like here we are.
I said this like 3 months ago, bro. I was like, bro, this is gonna be just a fucking excuse to just start harassing people, scare, intimidate, you know what I mean? Put people in camps. I mean, they literally reinstated a law that says like being undocumented in America is illegal. Like not illegal, but you can get fined.
Yeah.
For every day you're here, it's like $1,000 fine or something like that. And so it can I think it tops out at $1 million.
Okay.
Right. So like if they catch you, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but if I were, I'd be like, they're gonna want you to pay that back. And what way?
Forced labor. Got
you're
it.
Gonna force
Got
them
it.
Exactly, dude. Like, if you can't deport them, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's very, I don't know, for them to crack down on immigration, say they want 3,000 people daily,
a day, yeah.
which is
this arbitrary
absurd.
ass. First of all, it's absurd, but it's such an arbitrary ass number.
I can totally believe them being like, well, you got to pay us back. We're not going to send you back until you pay us back, and blah, 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 some bullshit. I mean, if they're willing to deport people to a country they're not even from,
yeah,
into some kind of internment camp that they don't have any guarantee of leaving.
What will be absolutely nuts is the fact that people are going to be jumping the border the other way.
Yeah,
you know?
probably.
Like, this,
yeah,
you know?
realistically. I mean, I just feel like nothing is out of question now. I feel like they've done so much insane shit.
Yeah.
That it's like, I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, yeah,
I mean?
and that's also part of the plan, right? Like, just do as much shit as we can and then like say sorry later.
Yeah.
But also we live in a time where the Supreme Court is extremely politicized, and like 3 of the judges can be bought, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, not even hiding anymore, dude.
Yeah, no.
Straight up.
Because they don't care. There's no, what are the ramifications for their actions?
Yeah.
None of the other 2 branches are going to hold them accountable. So like,
nobody's going to impeach them.
Exactly.
Especially not in this administration. You know what I mean?
Like, so,
which it is interesting because they have been, I know recently they've been doing unanimous decisions. They had like 3 different unanimous decisions, which everybody's like, damn, that's crazy.
That's
it doesn't
crazy.
normally happen. So it kind of, people take it as a note of like, well, maybe they're starting to like, I don't know, work together, and who knows what that means for the country in the future.
It doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna be the naysayer here. It doesn't fucking matter because the Supreme Court can say whatever the they want to say. Yeah. If nobody enforces like what they say, nothing's gonna happen. Like, how many times have they told them you can't do that, and they're like, we're gonna do it though.
I mean, that was the thing too in the Big Beautiful Bill, right?
Yeah.
There's a provision in there where I think they can't spend funding on like enforcing being contempt of court or some shit like that.
It was something weird, and I don't want to like sit here and say like I know what it was, but it was something very, very weird where it was like they can't use government funding like to bring up a court case or some shit like that. It was something weird, but I don't know, man. Like I said, unless Congress is willing to like actually hold him accountable and be like, yo, you can't do that because the judges said you cannot do that. Right. Ain't shit gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, I agree, man. I don't know, but you know what, man? It is depressing, but I also feel like I do feel a sense of, I guess, pride, and I guess, or not, more or less, I'm very happy to see that people aren't putting up with it. You know what I mean? I'm like to see that people are standing up for our community, for the people around them. You know what I mean? There's so many cases of people being or trying to get taken, kidnapped, because that's what it is.
It is,
If you show up to somebody with
masked
no ID,
up,
masked up, which I think is a coward. If you truly believe in what you stand for, like. You wouldn't be wearing a mask. You know what I mean? And it makes it even worse because it's like, are these people even agents? Like,
well, that's the thing too. Like the head of ICE came out saying like, the reason they're wearing masks is so like they're not doxxed and this and that. It's like, why would they be doxxed if they were doing something on the up and up? You know,
like, what are you? They're enforcing the law, right?
Supposedly. So like they're not getting doxxed. It's almost like what you're doing is illegal and
morally wrong. Like you're supposed to be going after criminals, and you're separating parents from their kids. I mean, the lady you told me the lady that I saw it too on the and I think was in New York where they left her daughter.
Left their daughter on the street.
The fucking street, dude. I'm like, she's 12-year-old kid on the road.
Exactly.
And hearing court cases, I saw on TikTok they were showing how a lady left the court hearing, which she's supposed to go to. She has asylum. They have a legal status here. And they were deporting her, right? And her kid is in the back saying, "Ma, don't worry." He's like 6 years old. Yeah. "Ma, I got it. Mommy, don't worry. It's okay. Don't cry." And I'm just like, bro, how could you sit here and like approve this shit?
Yeah.
It's fucking
like if
insane.
that doesn't break your heart, you don't have a heart. You know, especially like the right wing that like loves to talk about like pro-life, caring about the kids and this and that. But like you see this and it doesn't break your heart. Like how, and like the justifications they give. And I'm sorry, I know I'm cursing a lot. One, because this wine is hitting, and two is because I'm very passionate. I might need some of that wine in a minute. The justifications they give is like, oh well, like they shouldn't have been in this country if they cared about their kids. They shouldn't have been doing something illegal if they cared about the kids. Did you have half a brain cell like stop to think like maybe they came to this country like illegally to give their kid a better life?
Exactly.
Like nobody crosses like the border, especially like even if you're not from Honduras. I mean from like Mexico, like if you're from Honduras
that's
or
even
like
worse,
Nicaragua,
dude.
like it's nuts.
You're traversing thousands of miles.
Yes, to come here. You think they do that like for funsies?
For fun, dude?
Like no, they're trying to give their kids a better life.
Nobody would do that if their life didn't depend on it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like that's almost at the basis of
Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, people have the right to pursue the pursuit of happiness, to give a better life. I mean, I understand. And first of all, I mean, crossing the border isn't even legal. It's like at worst a misdemeanor. No, not even. It's just like a civil suit versus the government. Like it's so frustrating to hear people be like, because the term illegal immigrant, you know, it's wrong. It should be undocumented. I'm not gonna sit here and correct people. I'm like, whatever. I know what you mean, but that is a misnomer. It's very much a myth that it's illegal. We didn't break any laws. I mean, you're just not, you know, there's no proof of who we are, which is frustrating. I mean, and that's the point. I mean, back in the day, and this has been going on forever. This has been going since Bush, since Obama.
Yeah. But this is the first time people are getting snatched up out the streets.
This is how people are seeing it up close, because growing up, dude, I saw this shit all the time. Even before Facebook, before MySpace, before Google was really blowing up, when Ask Jeeves was the go-to search bar.
Pouring out for my man Jeeves.
You could sign up for a text message like group thing, and they would text you where road stops were happening. And my parents had that. We had that all the time. And we'd be like, hey, or we get phone calls from friends and family. I mean, this is something I grew up with because I'm personally familiar. I know what this is like. And honestly, ever since the the Obama administration, which, I mean, he gets a lot of bullshit about how he had the most deportees. And I'm like, I mean, yes, he did, but he made an emphasis. It's different. It's not the same as Trump because he made the emphasis of keeping families together.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest goals of the administration was like, if we're going to deport as many, you know, people that aren't supposed to be here, but we're going to try to keep family together. And like, not for nothing, but he gave me DACA that we didn't even choose to come here. I was brought here as a child, dude. This is all I know. That's my boy right there. And I'm sorry, dude. Like, I will forever be an Obama fan because he gave me a chance at a normal life. You know what I mean? Like,
that you don't have to live in fear constantly.
I don't have to live in fear. Like, I remember going to school and being like, what's the point? I mean, I'm not going to graduate. I can't go to college. I can't even give him a license. Yeah. You know what I mean? I remember my teacher, Miss, I don't want to say her name, but I had a socialist teacher. She was real tough. And she was like, hey guys, no, Miss, I don't think you had her.
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah, she was awesome. She was crazy as shit. But anyways, she gave out, she said, hey, I'll give you guys extra credit. If you guys go sign up for voting, I'll give you a free A, right? Just to get you guys to go out and vote.
That's nuts.
And she looked at me like, what is wrong with you? Just go sign up for voting and I'll give you an A. And I'm like, I can't, dude. Like, so I got
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you at least tell her, like, bro, like,
I don't want to tell her.
I would have told her, bro.
Dude. Like,
I would have been like, yo,
I wish I could. I mean, if I could, I would. But you know what they did let me do is sign up for the draft.
There you go.
That was like a mandatory, right? And then for my immigration stuff, that I had to. Like, that was almost like, it affects you negatively if you didn't, right? They'll look at you like,
oh, so you're not willing to serve your country.
Yeah, you're not willing to serve the country that doesn't want you here. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's absurd, man. I get so worked up seeing these videos, these especially with the children, targeting parents. I mean, like, and they're getting desperate. That's the frustrating part. Yeah. Is seeing like, okay, right now it's criminals, or it used to be criminals. Then it's the obvious, are you brown? You know what I mean? They arrested the president of the largest union in California because he was brown. You know what I mean? They arrested a U.S. Marshal in Arizona, and they didn't find out until they got there that he's like, oh shit, my bad. I thought you were around. And I'm like, dude, they're not even checking paperwork. And I'm like, At what point does it stop? They don't care. They're trying to round up as many people as possible, and like we'll figure it out later. Maybe. You hear they're bringing back Kilmar?
I heard.
They're bringing him back to charge him.
To charge him in Tennessee.
Fuck. And then the head of the what is it?
Which just holding that note real quick, talking about him, like to charge him, and I think they're charging him for like some like traffic violation that was like I don't know 6 years back. My thing is, I thought he was MS-13. Why aren't you guys charging him for that? I thought he was MS-13, guys. I thought he was.
What are they charging for like trafficking?
They're saying he was like trafficking people. It's like, bro,
fuck
he was not.
Here,
like, come on.
And it's crazy because like it's such a bullshit charge.
Yeah.
The head of the Department of
the head prosecutor.
Yeah, he fucking resigned.
Yeah, he resigned. Yeah,
he was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. They just clearly y'all are full of shit. Like, and I'm like, damn, dude, that's insane. Like it really is pushing. I mean, they're just pushing as much as they can. Any limit they can hit, they're gonna be like, they're not gonna stop until someone stops them. You know what I mean? And that's the frustrating part. And that's why I'm so glad to see people come out for the community, come out for people around them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it is very impressive because this is. It's not a Latino focused issue, right? Because they have attacked other minority groups. Like you saw them go into Little China in LA. You see them going to like nail salons and
nail salon here, dude.
Yeah,
like
so they're going after other minorities. But I have seen a lot of videos where white people come out and they're like, no, this shit is wrong.
Yeah,
like shit in mass where like they're like, nah, like we hate everybody, but we hate the people that like are trying to with our people as well.
Those are my kind of
exactly. The Bostonians, bro.
Yeah, those are my kind of. What's the don't tread on me, motherfuckers?
Yeah, for real. They're like, I hate my neighbor, but like only I'm allowed to hate him. You can't hate him.
I hate boots more than
for real.
Yeah, for real, dude. And that's why I like to see what happened in San Diego, right? They try to kidnap the lady from the restaurant. I think she was working at a restaurant. They try to, and then everyone just came out and stopped. They had to throw tear gas cans and pellets and shit to break everybody up.
Quick side note: you can disable tear gas with mud. So if you have like happen to have like a little thermos filled with mud, you could quickly put the tear gas canister in there, shake it out, throw it out, and it will be neutralized. Just quick side note, neither here nor there, but there you go.
Yeah, Dad, I didn't know that. It's pretty interesting. Thanks for letting me know that, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Yeah, it was there. I mean, they broke it up, and then in New York, they were going ape shit. There's a lady in pink trying to stop people from being deported. It's awesome. I mean, it's just, I don't know, dude. I really appreciate that. In my sense of like, damn, I don't know. I really, it is a good feeling to say that that people in your community are standing up for each other. You know what I mean? Because those are the people I feel like can make the biggest difference, right?
I agree. And I think it gets tiresome because you see this shit happening and no one's doing anything about it. So you start to feel like shit, we're all alone in this.
Yeah.
But I think the vast majority of Americans are like, no, this is wrong. Like this is wrong.
Very wrong.
And like we need to take a stand. And I think there is still a minority, a very vocal minority that are just like, yeah, this is great. Like, love this. But to those people, I know you're not watching because this isn't in your echo chamber. But if one of you just happens to stumble upon this, I just want to say, what happens when it is you? Yeah. Because let's be real. Once they get rid of all the brown people, once they get rid of all like the others, there's always gonna have to be a other.
Yeah, especially when you set these quotas.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying, because like that's what I said like a long time ago, that I was like, this is just an excuse.
Yeah.
When you remove habeas corpus, when you remove the right to due process, you know, you don't have any sense of stating your case. It doesn't matter. They could just say, yeah, this person that's opposed to me is an immigrant. I know he's an immigrant, right? You check his license. Anyone can be a target at that point. You know what I mean? And it's like, once they run out of immigrants, like you said, you know, they're going to start, and they already do it now, going after people with political,
differences
and like blatantly, openly, like people that have visas, people that even are here legally. Marco Rubio straight up said like, hey man, you know, if you don't want to be here, you don't believe in what we're believing, you don't need to be here. And they're like, I mean, that's literally their First Amendment right to just, you know, have free speech. That's what America is, the First Amendment. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what it is scary. Because like, obviously I'm Puerto Rican, so I have the luxury of being a citizen at birth. But I am still brown and I have tattoos.
Yeah.
So it is a very scary time for me. Like
Yeah.
I even, I could sit there until I'm blue in the face if I get pulled over and they just stopo me
Right.
and I'm like, no, I'm a citizen. They're not the
Yeah,
listen.
they don't care, man.
And like it is scary. It is scary for me. And like it is something that I don't know. I've in recent times kind of ostriched it, like dug my head into the sand and stopped thinking about it. But it is very real. And I don't know how much of this, like the things that are going on in LA and New York, is them just trying to get back at the blue states, especially.
It definitely feels that way.
Yeah,
right?
Especially Newsom, which Trump hates because he bitched him out in front of his wife. You saw Melania was looking at that man. She was like, "Ooh, buddy."
Yeah.
And how much of it is just like distractions from them robbing the country blind, and how much of it is actual like we're trying to like ethnic cleanse this country.
Yeah, I mean, there's some hardcore. I mean, the people in his cabinet are very open about what they believe in, and I'm sure they don't care, man. They truly don't. I mean, it really is a numbers game. I don't know what his goal is. And I'm sure it's just, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know what the hell they're thinking.
I can tell you one thing. Part of this is because Stephen Miller went to public school. Did you hear about that?
No. What?
Yeah. He was a very affluent child, grew up in California, and he hated brown people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was very vocal about like, go back to your country. Even as a child, he was full of hate. So then at one point, like his family took a hit and he couldn't go to a private school that his other siblings were able to go to.
Oh, okay.
So he was the only one that went to public school, and he fucking hated it. He like hated the fact that he had to be with the others,
man.
Yeah. And like ever since that, he just was like,
separate.
Let's just get rid of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, plus I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It's kind of frustrating, and I know he's probably crashing out too because Elon Musk
took his wife. Love that. Love that. I hate Elon, but I love that all the infighting.
Man, I've been hearing, dude. So I don't know if you guys know, but Elon Musk and Donald Trump are going through Sasuke
Naruto breakup.
Yeah, it's Ghetto and
Gojo.
Yeah.
They're going to
Have you heard about that, Julian?
anime MC breakup.
Oh my god, dude, this is insane. And I think it stems from where I remember where it first started. I think is when he showed up to the White House with the black eye.
Yeah,
and he kept saying his kid hit him. His kid
hit him, and like there was also like so earlier in the actual like administration, there was like talks of them having like a dispute. Elon with a lot of the head of the agencies because he was doging them all, and I don't remember the specific agency, but. Essentially Elon got into a person. They were like, they were like raising their voices. There was an and then it came out like, no, there was an altercation. Like Elon pushed them and like I don't think hands were thrown because these do not look like people that know how to fight.
Right.
They haven't been through the hood, but they probably did the
yeah.
So that came out. So there is like talk that maybe him and Stephen Miller got into it.
I heard they got into it. Yeah,
he took his wife.
Because apparently his wife left him like 6 months before there's something like that, or from I don't know.
She's leaving the White House with Elon to go work at at one of his companies. Yeah,
but then there was talks that they were secretly.
Yeah, but there's also talks that Elon like cannot get it up.
Oh, I mean probably
because of all
he's
the
so
like
ketamine out.
Rampant drug use and stuff.
Yeah. I mean he's so drugged out. I'm sure he doesn't even know what the going on. But they had a falling out, and I think he's trying to save face. He's trying to do this PR move, right? Where he found out. Apparently, he went to a Chappelle. Dave Chappelle show, and he got there. He didn't, and that's the day he realized like
people hate him.
People hate me, and I'm just like, what? Why? And I'm like, what do you mean, why, bro?
Really, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, and Dave Chappelle brought him on. Like, you, Dave, man, I was a huge face.
They fell off,
but he is
bro.
very hardcore, like millionaire, protect the rich.
Yeah.
And also I feel like he's been saying the same joke in the last like 10 years. You know what I mean? But anyways, besides that. I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan. I grew up watching him all the time. Stand up.
Dave, man.
I've seen a bunch of his stand up. But he got him on show, and everybody started booing him, and they're like, "Come on, guys, let's give it up for the richest man in the world." And he was trying to get the crowd back in, but they weren't having it.
Yeah.
And I think Elon Musk kind of like, I don't know. He's trying to like reset. He's trying to get back
save his public image.
Yeah, for real.
I think. If that is the case, I think part of it is that like, they cut the like the subsidies for electric vehicles and everything. So he is taking a hit there. But yeah, I think he needs to be liked. He needs to be like so bad. Yeah. That like seeing people hate him probably hurt him a little bit. I don't know how much of that is like him trying to save face now. I don't know.
I mean, but also too, I feel like he's just kind of like he very scared that people are coming after him. Maybe potentially, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he's worried that they're gonna target him. But anyways, what happened was he started tweeting out all this hardcore crash out on Trump.
Yeah.
About how Trump is on the Epstein files.
Which to anybody who is anybody, that is such a nothing burger. Like we know knows, he was on there, bro. They were best friends. Like there's pictures,
videos, images. Trump, his name is on like the docket.
Yeah, like Trump has said that he used to go in. Well, not he has said, but it's common knowledge that he used to go into like the like Miss Teen Universe pageant dressing rooms.
In their dressing room.
Yeah, like a weirdo. So like, yes, of course he went to the island. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so it's like you're not revealing anything right now.
And then he was saying how because of him they won the election, and everybody's like, "What are you talking about? What you mean?"
Also, that I mean, like Trump has said the same thing. So again, like, kind of a nothing burger. Like, hit me with something good, bro. Like, give me the code that you wrote to hack the machines,
exactly,
the voting machines. Exactly. Drop that, and then I'll be like, all right, bro.
You know they're actually suspecting that. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, like, well, it's not even suspecting.
New York,
Pennsylvania as well. There is a nonpartisan like group that has said like it's not even like we think, it's like there is overwhelming evidence that there is like election tampering.
There's so apparently in the ballots, I forgot what they call it when you vote for everything but you don't vote for the president. There's a word for that. So they voted there's like an overwhelming number of people that voted for blue on everything except the president. And they're like, okay,
that's weird.
And they do the statistician thing where they figure out how like likely that is to happen, right? And like in past elections, it's like, you know, it happens occasionally here and there, but with this last election is like an overwhelmingly like amount of like it's just not, it's impossible. It should not be statistically possible for this to happen, and not just in one county, in multiple counties that they didn't vote for the president. Like,
that's crazy.
That makes no sense.
You're gonna have to put that source in the like thing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because like I would like to read into that.
Right.
But if that is, it is the case.
Which I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Let's say they do come forward and it was stolen. Like, how the people have been crying left and right that Trump lost, that he actually won. His election like last time.
I think nothing will happen. I think even if like they lay out the evidence and it's overwhelming, say, I don't know, Elon hacked every computer in the US and they laid in front of Congress, they'll be like, crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, damn.
Like, damn.
Well, let's not do that again.
Yeah. Maybe next time, guys. You know, like.
No, seriously. You're absolutely right. I feel like that's literally, there's no consequences, man.
Yeah.
There's no, and that's what the, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger gave a speech recently.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you heard about it. And he was like, everybody keeps talking about Trump and this and that. And he's like, stop whining. Just stop whining. Like, stop whining. And I'm like, and the comments are like, is Arnold telling us to do something?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, wait, what?
Is he telling us to flip the cat? What's going on? Revolutionize or something?
Real,
he's like, he said it like 10 times. Stop whining. Stop whining. Like, stop whining. And I'm just like, all right, I guess the Terminator's telling us to revolt. Bro, I think it's time to revolt.
God. If Arnold's saying it, bro.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, even with the Elon tweets, he was saying how he wanted Trump impeached. You heard about that?
Yeah,
and he wanted JD Vance.
Well, somebody else said like someone said like, oh, we should impeach him, and JD, and he just replied or retweeted and said yes. You know?
Yeah.
What was kind of petty. You know, again, I hate Elon. What was kind of petty, and I kind of respect it because it was kind of funny. Was him finding old tweets that Donald Trump like sent out about like, oh, if a president raises the deficit, they should be impeached.
Oh,
and he was awesome. Like, agree. I was like, fuck. I can't believe I said that, but that was pretty good.
That's pretty fun. No one I think is as petty as that.
Yeah.
What the?
It's all the ketamine.
Yeah, it's all the ketamine,
all the ketamine.
dude. I don't know. It unlocks his Mangekyo shotgun or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But he is. I don't know, man. I think it's absurd, dude. I think it's. I don't know.
I just pictured like Itachi sitting on the thing and like Sasuke rolling up. I told you to come when you've done enough ketamine.
When you unlock your mind's
What
eye.
can you see with those eyes of
when
yours?
you meet God so many times. No, seriously though, he definitely. And I think we said this a long time ago. I was like, bro, there's no way 2 billionaires in the White House. Like,
with their fragile ass egos,
their ego is gonna get the best of them. And I promise you, we said this that we were like, there's gonna be a falling out, and when it does, it's gonna be ugly, right? Because someone's gonna step on someone's toes eventually, and it's gonna be the end of the world, right? Because they just have to have absolute power. Yeah, and it's like
this is what I'm saying. This goes back to like one of our earliest episodes. The issue is, they haven't been punched in the face enough. That's what it is. Because nobody has that fragile of an ego when you've been punched in the face.
Especially when you're already winning.
I'm saying, like you're a billionaire, bro. Like
they're billionaires.
You control the government.
They're literally running the government.
Yeah, you're dismantling democracy.
Right.
And you still have a reason to fight? Like, what the
I agree. Yeah,
but,
I don't know.
All that being said, I think Elon blinked. I think he blinked. I think he gave up. Because I don't know if you saw the Tesla stock like tanked, and he was like, "Just kidding, guys."
Just kidding.
He didn't say like "just kidding," but he hasn't posted anything since. Right. So I think he blinked. I think he bitched out.
Yeah, of course. Which is crazy because like I don't know, man. All that power, all that money.
Yeah, and you still bitch out.
You do whatever the you want.
Like, you a punk, bro.
You saw Putin offered him asylum.
Oh yeah, asylum.
Yeah. They're
what
like,
a punk,
what do you have to lose now, dude?
For real.
I mean, what's the problem?
I'm just saying, billionaire, bro. Like, if I had that kind of money, I'd be like, I would lose it all to prove a point, bro. Like,
you could lose 99% of it and still be the richest person in Georgia.
I'm saying you'll still be fine. I would lose. But my level of petty is a different level. Like I will give up everything to like just win. Like I will, I'll burn the city down just to prove a point. Yeah. So
I can respect that.
I'm like, I'll lose all. Tesla could go to $2, bro.
I'll do it again.
If you out the White House and I'm in the streets, you lost, bro. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn. I don't know, man. It is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of like finally some Trump news that
it's depressing as shit.
Yeah. Trump news we can enjoy. But besides all that, bro, how's your week going?
It was going great until you told me you wanted to cover everything going on this week.
I feel like I had to, man.
And I went down the rabbit hole. I get it. Because there are a lot of Latino voices that aren't speaking out about this.
They're not. I don't understand how you can sit here and make money off Latinos, Hispanics, and like not raise awareness, not try to speak up, not to look out for people that made you who you are.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of them, from what I've been hearing, a lot of the criticism is like they're scared of losing like their sponsors, their brand deals. I agree. I think fuck them, because I think it's very short-sighted to care about these brands over the community that brought you up. Because one day those brands are gonna leave. Once you're not a hot topic, once your community leaves you, those brands are out the door.
They're out the door,
but
man.
Your community, the one that you built, the one that built you up, the one that brought you to where you are gonna be there at the end of the day. Yep. So if you're picking a brand over any of them, you're a idiot, because that's extremely short-sighted.
What we need more Miss Rachel's. I fuck hard with Miss Rachel. Oh my
goated,
god,
bro. Goated.
She said, "I'll throw this all away.
Yeah,
I'm here for the children,
for the kids,
and I was
bro.
Like, damn, dude, I gotta." I put that bitch on repeat now on my tablet, dude.
Like, you think these Versace slippers mean a thing to me, bro?
She's like, I was poor when I made these videos, and I'll be poor when I make them later. And I was like, yes, Miss Rachel, dude. Fuck yeah. She said, I don't give a man. I don't care. These kids need help. And I don't know, man. That really like struck a chord with me, because I was like, man, that's really good. Because I try not to see it, man, but I get so much stuff from Gaza.
Oh, it's depressing, dude.
And like some stuff slips through the algorithm, and I see like people being, you
what pissed me off the most?
And
I saw a video of like an Israeli group barbecuing, like throwing a barbecue on the Gaza Strip while there's like kids dying of starvation. Right. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You don't have a heart.
No,
like,
they don't, man.
That's ridiculous.
And they're not letting these buses, these trucks in, man. Full of food.
Full of food.
You saw what Greta Thunberg is doing? Greta Thunberg, what's her name?
Thornburg.
Thornburg?
Thornburg. Greta Thornburg.
Thornburg?
Thornburg.
Thornburg?
Like the wild thornberries.
Yeah. Her and I don't know who else is with her though. I think it's like celebrities with her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's on.
I know she's on a boat. Yeah.
Heading towards Gaza with supplies, and I think the government's like, y'all need to stop her.
Yeah.
Like
also,
if you don't stop her, we will. And I'm like,
speaking of that, the carry on that note, I saw another thing. This piece of shit, David Portnoy, owner of Barstool Sports, this piece of shit was like, I hope she gets hit by a like missile or something.
Why?
I'm like, you're a fucking, because he's pro-Israeli, like he's a monster.
But I mean,
he's a piece of shit. Doesn't know good pizza if it slapped him across the face. But neither here nor there.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm just like, bro, like it's not like she's over there like saying like Israel. She's like, yo, these people are starving. They need food. And I think that's where like a lot of disconnect. Like it's not like they're saying like Israelis don't have a right to live. They're just saying like, yo, these people are suffering. They also need help.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's where I think I don't know, man. I don't know how you could see any of that. Like, you really have to do some mental gymnastics to like avoid seeing these children suffer and be like, yeah, that's okay. No, that's fine. Like, it's not, dude. What are you talking about? People starving, people losing their parents, people can't find. Yeah, you have kids hoping or wishing they would have passed away with their siblings, and I'm like, where, in what situation, in what world is this okay, dude? Like, it's not.
It's not.
You know what I mean? You can't. Politics aside, right? Like, the kids need help. People need help. People need food. You know what I mean? Regardless of what you believe and who's doing what, like, I don't know. I think it's insane, and to withhold it, it really is. It really is a fucking genocide at this point.
Yeah, no, it is.
I mean?
I've been saying that forever, man. And like, let's call it what it is. It's a genocide. It's a genocide that the rest of the world is standing by and watching happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it is. And it's
and the
nuts.
worst part, I mean, I'm not going to lie. People have been killing people forever, right?
Yeah.
And even in like to this day in other areas, there are people that need help. But I think the biggest factor in the situation is that the oppressor is funded or being supported by America, by the world police, by the Gooders. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, where did we miss the mark here? You know what I mean? Because are we the baddies? Like, or
so I say Aaron Yeager was right, bro. Aaron Yeager was right. That's all I'm saying.
Aaron Yeager killed a baby too, goddammit.
I'm just saying,
stomped
bro.
on that baby, bro.
The babies of the oppressors. It is.
Okay,
it
you
is
sound
not
like Israeli right now.
It is not the responsibility of the oppressed to fight in a way that make the oppressors comfortable. Okay. That is all I'm saying.
Look, man. Now you sounding like Netanyahu.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I'm here for the babies, all right? That's all I care
You
about.
can only take so much.
Anyways, you watching any good movies lately?
I saw Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, yeah. That sucks, right?
It was good.
Yeah?
I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't like the ending.
It was not as good as the original. I'll give it that.
Of course not, yeah.
But I think a lot of the criticisms that people were giving were unfounded.
Right.
Like the pleakley, I don't know.
Right.
Not cross-dressing. She cross-dressed the whole movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
He was wearing like mesh crop tops and stuff.
Yeah,
like he was a man, but he dressed like a woman. He was a human man. And I understand like why they did it, because it's hard to like CGI, or like it just takes you out when you CGI something throughout the whole movie. But yeah, it cross-dressed like the whole time. I thought it was pretty good. The ending where, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Lilo and Stitch and care to see it, the ending where they say she goes away to college and it defeats the whole purpose of the movie, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. She has a portal gun. She portals back every night.
No, that dude. Ohana means nobody gets left behind.
I mean, I get that.
I think it's a lot of people took trouble with it because they're like, first of all, I mean, Hawaii has great schools.
But that is true.
Why couldn't
the best marine biology school? Yes, I think that was a fault there. But I also think, counterpoint, devil's advocate here. I think this movie was also, from what I took away from it, maybe I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. The message they're trying to show is sometimes you have to put yourself first, and like you have a responsibility to your family, of course. And I think she fulfilled that responsibility, and she would come back all the damn time. She had a portal gun, but sometimes you have to put yourself first and do what's better for you. Yeah. And especially as a woman, like, you're expected to stay home with the child and everything. Right. She was like, I want to be something more than I am. Right, and they're like, you should go be that thing.
Right.
You know, and that's what I took away.
Respect that. I mean, I see that. I think they f***ed up. No, seriously though, I just don't see the point in breaking the family up. And I understand. I mean, they didn't have to put her. I don't know. I think it's absurd in the sense of like defeats the meaning of the movie, in the initial movie, where it's like, look, no family's perfect.
Yeah.
Obviously, every family has their ups and downs, and okay, you know, some people have the luxury of being able to just drop everything, leave. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it's putting her in foster care sounds insane.
She wasn't in foster care.
What was it? The abuelita took her?
Yeah, remember Nani's boyfriend? Yeah, David's mom.
David's mom?
Yeah.
They just bring her in, man. She can live with us too.
and Bubbles was like, you know, he was chill. He would hang out there from time to time.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a
I mean, that's kind of how the original movie ended.
Yeah.
Where everybody, like, they all moved into the same house.
Well, they didn't move in, but they were like, you know, they were buddies. They were hanging out.
Yeah, they showed like all these pictures of everyone always being together.
And the ending, they did that too.
Nani.
Outside of, what's his face? The dude who invented 626. I forgot his name. Jumba.
Yeah.
He was the villain, so he didn't stay. But like everybody else, chill.
No, I think you're a Jumba.
I like Jumba in the original.
Yeah,
where he's like,
too, man,
where like Stitch asks him for help. He's like, "What? After everything you've put us, so you think I'm gonna help you?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah." All right, then.
All right, you got me. It's very persuasive.
Very persuasive. Love that.
Nah, I just feel like, I think they could have done it with it. Obviously, I'm all for the message. I mean, it's true, man. You gotta look out for yourself. But, you know, I think that's family, though. I feel like if you care enough about somebody, you make it work. You make it happen.
I agree.
You know
and
I mean?
I think maybe if they would have changed the major, because the marine biology thing was pretty stupid, because it's like the best marine biology in the country's in Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah, like maybe you're going to MIT or something. You know?
Or MIT, I'd be like, well, you know.
But like, I also get the messaging of like, you know, I think genuinely, sometimes you have to put yourself first. Sometimes you have to like better yourself, and down the road that helps your family as well. But you can't just put yourself in this like extremely difficult situation and like cut off the rest of your life because of the position you'll be put in.
Yeah.
And again, she didn't want to go. In the movie, she didn't want to go. And like, even after David's mom took her in, she was like, no, it's not right. And Lilo was the one that was like, you shouldn't do it. Like, you should go. Yeah. And that's why she did it, because Lilo was okay with it.
I feel like so many people today do that. They can do it. And they do it. So many people, single moms, go out of their way. And it's tough. You know what I mean? But they raise their kids. They go to school. They, you know. And to say that she's incapable of doing it is kind of like, come on.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I mean? I feel like,
I think that's where I agree with you. I think maybe if it wasn't like specifically like marine biology or like
it's such a weird situation that they made.
If it was something else, maybe, but like I understand, but it's like, what else can you say she was gonna go do that would better herself, you know, outside of like going to school,
right?
So I don't know. There were some. At the end of the day, the original is still better. I will say that the original is way better. But it wasn't as bad as like I went in with very low expectations. I came out going, TikTok's full of shit. Like that was pretty good. Yeah, like it wasn't that bad.
That's cool. I feel like they should have made maybe a prequel or something. I told Ceci, you know that scene where Bubbles is like, we met before we saved the world in Roswell or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, they could have just made a live action, because like my motherfucker's a real dude. Like live action Lilo and Stitch prequel. Yeah, I'm sure people would have loved to eat that shit up. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't understand the point of remaking movies. Like, expand it a bit, do something else.
Because you know Hollywood's afraid of doing like original ideas, so they just rehash the same thing.
Hollywood is so lame right now, dude, where every movie has to be approved by China. Every movie has to be like they're so afraid to like get out of this. Oh, all right.
I like how he even did I don't know. Like I'm over here taking shit, bro.
What sound was that? Like, back in my day, what does that even have to do with?
I don't know. You are kind of sounding like you're on a soapbox right now.
No,
man.
I'm just saying movies are so stuck on like following this. They're like locked in this
template.
I think is the word you're looking for. I don't know words. And they just can't get out of it, and it's so frustrating. It's like, bro, this is the same movie. Every 2 months they drop the same movie. Yeah, you know what I mean. And they're afraid to. I don't know, man. They're really is really boring nowadays. Like I'm not excited to go to the movies like ever anymore. You know what I mean?
I think a big part of it too is because movies are so expensive now, man.
That's true.
Back in the day, you spent $5 to go see a movie, you hated it. You're like, well, it was only $5.
It's only $5.
Now, to go see Lilo and Stitch, I dropped like $40, bro, without any no popcorn, just the tickets. No. It was like $40.
Oh no!
And I'm like, this better be a good movie.
Right.
Like that's nuts.
Very true. And I guess that's why they play safe. That's why they about the same shit over and over. I don't know. I'm ready for something different, man. I don't know. But then again, like it's not like I'm going to the movies anytime soon. I got no time. And
and the streets are icy, bro.
And the streets are icy, bro.
I
got no snow tires. So I'm kind of fucked on that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what's up though, man.
Where we go from here?
I watched the Bee movie recently.
The Bean movie?
Today.
What is the Bean movie?
The Bee movie.
The Bee movie?
Yeah, Bee movie.
Like bzzz.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh, no?
With Seinfeld doing the lead voice? Yeah, I've never seen it.
What's up with that?
Yeah. I heard that the lady falls in love with a bee, and I was like, that's the most ridiculous idea I've ever heard in my life.
It's pretty absurd. I thought the memes were like just exaggerating. No, this movie is what's his name? Jerry Seinfeld's magnus opus. I'm not gonna lie, it's his best work of all time. It is such a stupid movie, dude. Jesus Christ.
That's a bold statement to make when Seinfeld exists. Like this was his.
Well, that was more Larry David's thing.
Yeah. Because once he left, Seinfeld fell off.
Yeah,
the humor fell off.
Yeah, because it's like you watch Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm, and it's like the exact same fucking thing.
It's and it's very funny because I don't know if you ever seen Seinfeld, but throughout they kind of make fun of it where they're like, it's a show about nothing.
Yeah,
and you're like, as you're watching, you're like, this is a show about nothing.
What's going on? Nothing ever happens.
Yeah,
no plot is ever advanced. It's just people getting mad at each other for doing stupid shit.
The dumbest shit.
It's a funny show. I like it. It is very much like I got nothing else to watch. Let's put it on. Yeah. But I don't know. I want to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I ain't got time to watch TV, man. I ain't got time to shit. Just watching. Ceci makes me watch anime, so I watch it with her. You know what's cool, man? I've been on TikTok. I know you don't get on it no more, but
I don't.
I recently found out about something kind of interesting. I don't know if you've heard of kite fighting.
Kite fighting?
Kite.
Like kites?
Yeah, like kites. And I'm like, nah, this sounds, because I saw a video of it's like really big in Brazil. And I thought, did you Google that? I thought it was because I saw a video of like 3 guys pulling in a giant kite. And they're like, what are they doing? They put music behind it and they're dancing. And they're like, oh no, these guys are, keep in mind that kite has like glass all over or shards all over the string. And I'm like, what?
The hell?
And they're just like handling it like nothing, right? And then I look it up, and I'm obviously when you go to the comments, go to like a video, like a little video, kite fighting. I don't know if that'll, but yeah. And I saw someone do it. I saw it on TikTok. I should probably sign in on TikTok.
I'm a little proud of Juju. This man used to Google things like tapping one key at a time. I just want to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, for real.
He is quick with it now, you know?
Seriously. This man, I think he might know what he's doing.
I know.
They don't look Brazilian to me, but I was...
I don't know. That one guy looks technically ambiguous.
Go back a little bit.
God, you want to throw please in there? Jesus Christ.
Right now? No, I think they did it. I'm going to have to look for TikTok. Right there. Yeah, so like this snatches
it cuts the string.
Yeah.
Got
But there's a guy on TikTok and he's like, there's like 100 kites in the sky.
Yeah.
And he's just snapping people's kites off. And I'm like, this is the most gangsters. It looks so cool because he's just flying a kite and then whap, and then he cuts like 3 in a row.
That's less interesting.
Why?
We're just cutting string. I thought they had a phoenix kind of dragon kind. They were like smashing them into each other
or something.
Yeah, bro. That someone had a blue eyes white dragon up. They're just cutting strings, bro.
I think you need to get back on TikTok and come back to reality. This man
ain't exciting.
This man living in a fantasy world.
This man got me hyped up over kite fighting. I was thinking there's gonna be a dark magician kite and a blue eyes kite, and they're like, nah, man's just cutting strings.
You gotta watch these guys in action, dude. I'm like hundreds of feet in the air, It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool.
It's probably just some dude like with a scissor running around like, got you.
No. The kites cut each other.
I know.
Then what are you
the
talking?
actual kite isn't fighting. They're just running their strings into each other.
How would they fight? I don't know.
I don't know. You're the one that brought it up.
Yeah, because I thought it was cool. And now you're like, they're not actually wrestling.
It is string fighting. Yeah. That's what it is. It's string fighting.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, see, it's not the kite. The kite's not doing the fighting. Disappointing.
I mean, Julius did give us the worst presentation of that. Like, it was like...
yeah. Don't blame Juju.
It was literally an animation. It wasn't even like footage of a fight. It was like...
Don't blame Juju.
It was a terrible
take.
Stock footage film of the kite. It's fine, Julius. I guess let it go. If these guys don't start MMA wrestling, they just call it, turn that shit off.
If I don't see at least like an anime monologue, like I'm disappointed.
If one kite doesn't stab the other kite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They don't have knives at the end of them?
Yeah.
Like, can you go after...
See, like he just cut that kite.
Juju, does that look exciting to you?
There was 100 kites.
Bro.
I'll have to edit this in.
Can you attack the trainer? Can you attack the owner of the kite?
You're just stabbing little kids in the
Can I like
face?
wrap my string around the other guy? Because then we got a battle, bro.
No, I gotta look it up because Julie's making me look crazy.
You're making yourself look crazy. Don't blame Julius for this.
Look. It's like 100 kites in the sky, and this dude's just running around cutting motherfuckers' kites. No. It's at night when he's just like cutting them. Don't
blame Julius. Show that to Julius because that is absurd. That is not. That's exactly what you were showing me.
Yeah, except it's like 100 kites.
There's like 12.
Count them.
Right? Like, that is not that exciting, bro.
They're panning. All right, you got to count the rest.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome, man. I was like, damn, I want to buy a kite.
Please
now.
include that there, because I want people to like see. Like, Google it. You're like gaslighting the shit out of us. Because like
all I said was sit there. Have you ever kite fighting is kind of cool.
You made it sound so cool.
You guys hyped yourself up. All I said is the kites fight. I'm sorry.
When you hear like let's say a chicken fight, right? What do you picture? Two chickens beating the shit out of each other, right?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what happens. Right?
You don't picture them like laying an egg. Whoever lays the most eggs wins. Like that. That's what you showed me right now.
But we know it. I think it's all right. I think it was cool. I liked it. I was like, damn, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know you could manipulate a kite like that.
You mean fly a kite? Yeah, that's what they were doing.
No, they strategically move the kite to cut people's
strategically. Yeah, exactly. They're just moving a kite.
No, they really do. Like they really know how to move this shit. I actually fell in a rabbit hole where these guys can like, look, I can make it like twist and go up and down and like, I don't know. He was like legit moving that kite. It was crazy.
As someone who plays Magic the Gathering, played Yu-Gi-Oh at one point, played One Piece competitively, was very good at it. That is the nerdiest shit I've ever heard.
Hey man, tell that to the millions of Brazilians, which for some reason rhymed. Tell them that, all right? Don't tell me. I don't do it.
That's you're telling me.
I just thought it was interesting.
I want to know what's the population of like Brazil, and then so you're saying like 10% of the population.
At least a solid 5% has fought a kite.
Oh my god!
All right. Well, if you don't find that interesting,
they weren't even like interesting
don't
looking
even
kites.
Worry
they were regular looking kites.
I mean, because it's all about efficiency versus how it looks. Right?
I wanted like a dragon.
More worried about. I think they are dragons though.
They were just like little diamonds in the sky. Like,
all right, if you don't think that's cool,
what else you got for me?
All right, this one is kind of more of a serious mode. But did you hear about the Ukraine attack on Russia?
See,
with the drones.
God damn it! Oh, that one actually is cool.
It's cool as fuck.
That is some Splinter Cell.
That was some awesome shit. Did you hear about that, Juju? Where they snuck in drones on a fucking train,
truck. And then they lifted the roof of the train.
The roofs came out.
And they just were like, that's some Call of Duty level
and
stuff.
They went deep into Russia.
Yeah.
I saw the footage and I was like, dude, this is insane. And they were controlled by like dudes on remote controls on VR helmets and shit. And I was like, that's awesome. That's really cool.
What's nuts is like, besides the like actual physical damage, this did so much psychological damage to Russia.
Yeah, of course.
Because now they're gonna have to like vet everything coming into the country, you know? Because it's like, is that a drone?
Yeah, they hit them on containers. Yeah, that opened up, and literally, I think it was like 117 drones.
That's so dope.
And they did an estimated $7 billion in damages. I mean, there's videos of the drones just flying over blown up airports. And for some reason, I don't know how it works. Not the airports, the bases, military bases. Yeah. They blew up. And they found out the Russians were putting tires on the planes to help to prevent drones from attacking them somehow. I don't understand how that helps, but it clearly didn't work because they just blew up a bunch. I don't know. And a lot of these planes are really old. Like you're talking about from 80s and 90s.
Yeah, because I mean, when you smuggle all the money to oligarchy, you don't have much money left over for planes.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
I mean, they said it could take them years to recover a lot of those vehicles, but I mean, damn, they took a hit, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
nuts.
and it was very impressive. Everybody kept talking about it, and I was like, what's the deal? It's just an attack. Dope. And I saw the video on it. Damn,
it's some cool looking shit.
They had like 5 or 6 hardcore military bases.
Well, what's super crazy about it's not crazy in the sense of like why wouldn't they do that? It's more crazy as like this kind of like a change in global diplomacy. The U.S. was not involved in the plan. They didn't know about the plan.
They couldn't tell them.
Yeah, they couldn't tell them because they're because they were like, no, that's a liability. We can't do that.
You can't trust president.
Yeah,
that's shameful,
which is crazy.
Right. But, and it's crazy because of how little money it took. I think it's like a couple $1 million.
I don't even think it was millions.
Yeah, probably way less. I mean, the trucks probably cost the most.
I mean, yeah, for real. They're like it was a super cheap because like each one of those drones was like I don't know, like $1,000 or some shit. They were saying they look like the drones that like I think people use for like TikTok and stuff. Yeah. So it's like it was not an expensive attack, and they did so much damage.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Like it almost doesn't matter how much money you got. Like
maybe that's what Schwarzenegger was talking about.
Yeah,
stop whining.
Stop whining.
Drone sales.
I thought that was awesome, man. I was like, damn. Fuck them kites. Look at these drones.
Yeah, for real.
These are real drones.
Like with that, talking about some damn kites, bro.
You know. Gotta warm up the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta keep them wanting more.
Gotta sneak it, you know. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I saw the footage. Anything you want to talk about?
No, I didn't research anything. There was one thing that Ali was telling me about some girl that like had an anxiety attack on a paragliding thing and like unbuckled herself.
She took her shit off.
I was like, whoa. But I didn't look into it because I figured
I saw the video.
Yeah.
It's some influencer.
No.
Some lady. I don't know anything about her besides what happened, but she was paragliding and I saw the video. She starts taking everything off, the buckling, the harness, the top part, and then falls in the water. She's like hundreds of feet in the air. And I guess she just assumed I'll just land in the water. Like, bro, I keep telling people, if you jump in the water,
it's like cement.
It's like hitting the floor. Like you're
from that height, because there's
water tension. Like
the water tension. You got to break the water tension, and like so that top layer is legitimately like hitting concrete.
Yeah,
like you're.
I mean, just belly flop in the pool and that shit hurts.
Yeah.
Can you imagine hundreds of feet in the air? Like I was like, I saw the video and she was like freaking out. I don't know. I didn't
see the video.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, you look it up. No, I'm just playing. Don't look it up.
So she's had like a straight anxiety attack.
Yeah,
Was like, I'm out.
I don't know though. She seemed very much like, I don't know. It almost seemed methodical. Like she knew what she was doing.
What was she? A tandem? Like she had someone on there with her?
No, it was just her.
It was just her?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just her, and she was like gliding, and then halfway through, she's like, starts taking stuff off, and then leans forward and falls out.
See, I always thought like, well, I don't know, depending on the country, I always thought you had to do like a tandem paragliding thing for your first time.
I don't know. Me and Ceci went paragliding once. It was kind of cool.
Did you?
Yeah, it was nice.
Where?
In Florida.
Was it tandem?
Yeah, me and her.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
No, it was just me and her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you had to have like an instructor with you.
Nah, they just kind of pull you with the boat.
Really?
Yeah, and then we were like, oh, this is so cool. But
well, that's parasailing.
Oh, parasailing.
Paragliding is when you jump off of like a cliff.
Oh, fuck
and
that.
there's no rope. You're just gliding.
No, I don't know. Yeah, no, I can agree. I think you would need somebody.
You need instructor because I know when you
just by yourself. I mean, I don't think they'd let her. I think they'd be like, whoa, what the fuck?
When you skydive, you're supposed to, your first few, you have to do tandem. But it depends on the country, of course.
Influencer paragliding?
Paragliding accident? I don't know.
Yeah, it says it's parasailing.
Oh, so she was parasailing.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, yeah. So how high do you go?
No, you go
pretty high?
Go up, dude.
Yeah.
Like go to, is there images? Can you see like how high she was?
Oh, it was in Tijuana?
Yeah, look, the one on the top right, go up on the right. That's her right there. Click on it. great. I thought it was gonna be bigger. But yeah, okay, yeah, you can see it on the left. Yeah, see, she was like way up there, dude.
Golly.
Yeah, and for some reason, I don't know. I don't know if they figured out what. She was 19, Serbian.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. She was freaking out, and then like just started unbuckling, and I'm like, ma'am, I don't know.
Maybe she freaked out and she was like, I want to get down, but maybe like she couldn't communicate with them, and she was like, I'm just gonna dive into the water.
I'll aim for the bushes. Yeah.
I mean, as a 19-year-old, you're pretty stupid. She probably didn't even know that, like, yo, like, I'm gonna die. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That sucks, dude.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, don't do that.
Yeah.
Please keep your seatbelts on.
Just stay on the ground, really.
Just,
like, what do you need to go in the air for, bro? Like,
how do you buy a VR set? You're good to go.
You're good.
Says he got me one. I've been to the Wrigley Field. I've been to.
I'm not saying don't leave your house now.
No.
I'm just saying,
need to.
You don't need to fly now.
I've been to Okana. Was it Osaka?
Stop the cap.
It's pretty interesting.
I've actually been to Osaka.
Yeah, me too, on the VR set.
Yeah. Did you taste the food there? That's great.
On the VR set. the guy wearing the headset ate some pretty cool food. Yeah.
Says he made you some maruchan on the side, like this ramen is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that Costco ramen. That really expensive Costco ramen.
Oh,
it's like a full kit.
I know
of
what you're talking
ramen.
about. Yeah.
I want some, but I'm like, man, I can't spend money on that shit. I don't know. Especially if you're spending like $20-$30, I might as well just go to buy a bowl of ramen.
Yeah, but they give you like a more than one, don't they?
I don't remember.
It's like
I think it's like one or two. No, Juju?
Oh, is it only two?
It's like two, yeah.
$30?
So I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go.
I can make my own ramen for less.
For real.
That's nuts.
Just give me a broth packet.
For real.
I'll be all right. Yeah, dude. That's all I got, man. Besides, we talked about pretty much everything. I literally have kite fighting right here. Oh, I've heard. Okay, I don't know. It's probably not interesting now. Now I don't even know what's interesting anymore. Fucking. I ran into this lady on TikTok. Well, I didn't run into her, but I found her videos that her name is you know who David Goggins is? The motivational speaker guy who's
the
like
name rings
up
a
3 in the
bell.
morning and I run for 2 hours and he's just like this super like fit dude, bald black guy.
Is he the one that had the video where he kept drinking that one specific water brand?
No, that's some other guy. I mean, somehow he wakes up and he like washes his face and he plays basketball.
At one point, he like he jumps in his pool at 6:57 and like he makes contact with the water at like 7:02. Like what, bro? What?
Yeah, David Goggins. He is like a whole hardcore like motivational
the
speaker guy.
amount of muscly men you have talked about this episode is slightly concerning.
My co-host is a muscly man, so maybe something is wrong.
Juju, you're muscly? What you hiding under there,
bro? A bunch of muscle. No, he's like a motivational speaker guy. He's always on these like, you know, hardcore podcasts of motivate. Like, you guys got to get out there. You got to want it and this and that. Right? Well, I ran into this lady named her name is Delfina Pacheco, right? And she is like, I'm not gonna lie, she motivates me every morning. I wake up and I turn her TikTok on. We call her Thea Goggins, because Jesus Christ, you can see her running. Her shit is motivational. Everybody puts that music behind her, and she's just like running in the dark at 3 a.m, trying to tell you like, wake up, go do what you gotta do, but in Spanish.
That's crazy.
Which is pretty funny because, like, you know, typical is not really like a thing.
Yeah, I
it's
never.
Like this.
5 de la mañana. Adivinen quién
Right.
viene conmigo.
I think.
Nadie quiere levantarse. Nadie quiere levantarse. Así que le ganamos al día. Le ganamos al sol.
Yeah, it's like.
La disciplina duele. Pero mañana
Golly.
me lo agradecerá. Así que vamos con todo. Tú puedes.
It's just that.
Levántate.
He's just like making motivational videos, and everybody's like, "Okay, Tia,
all right, yeah, do what you gotta do, bro."
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny. It's awesome because I mean, I don't know, it's like someone's Tia, someone's you know, and to see her being like, "Get your ass up and go to work," and Damn,
But if I wanted that, I just call my mom every morning, you know?
Well, I guess
I call her, she yells at me for everything.
Well, see, but then when they don't personally know you, they don't bring out those personal facts, right?
Oh, fair. Yeah, it's different when they don't.
Right,
They
don't specifically know.
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Then you can just apply that logic to anything. Yeah,
That's fair. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Pretty good. It's pretty interesting. I thought it was awesome. It was funny.
That's better than the kite fighting. I'll give you that. I will give you that.
I'll give you that. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Juju, please
Dub's a dub.
Please cut the entire kite segment.
No, leave that in. That's gonna be the highlight of the episode, bro.
I also showed it to Ceci, and she was like, nah. And I was like, you don't get it.
So this is really gotta be crushing.
Yeah, I ran it through the what's it called? A test test group and did horribly. And I still chose.
And you were still like, nah, this will do numbers.
It's just like they don't understand. She doesn't get it.
Just like, right. What are you showing us?
Right. Fuck.
That makes it so much funnier. I'm sorry, it's funnier because it hurts you more.
Nobody liked Vince Van Gogh's paintings at first, all right? He knew what he had. I need a single person with a potato eaters painting in their house. Not a single person. And now look at it. It's $1 million.
Once you pass away, we'll be like, maybe he had a point with that kite fighting.
When I die, I need to see 100 kites in my funeral. All right, they better be cutting strings.
We'll have 20 and we'll say there was.
I need you to hire, get your best 10 Brazilian friends, and they better be duking it out, all right? Yeah. At my funeral.
And afterwards, we'll go to a Brazilian steakhouse in your honor, sir.
Oh, no.
In your honor.
Yeah, I'm not paying for it. I don't give a shit.
Your estate will. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, no, Capital One's got that one. You gotta ask them.
Oh, my God, man.
But yeah, guys, I think that's all I got. Google kite fighting. Google, what's her name? Delphine Pacheco. Yeah. Motivate yourself, man. Get out there. Do that thing. Do that thing you've been telling yourself you're going to do and never do. Like finish that fence. Do it. Do it now.
So you're just going to call me out like that, bro? It's going to call me out. I'm not Mexican. It doesn't take me 12 minutes to build a fence, all right? And they keep deporting all of them. What do you want me to do, all right?
True. He's like, it would have been finished.
It would have been finished, but the streets are icy, bro. What do you want from me?
You're not lying, dude.
I'm waiting on the little metal thing for the gate, all right? That's what I'm waiting on.
The streets are icy. That sounds so cool.
It comes in Tuesday. Relax.
Yeah.
God, man. Man. I make fun of one thing he brings up and he just calls me out personally. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's been fun.
This is our last episode ever. I fucking hate this man.
Juju, thanks for joining us.
It's always a pleasure having you here.
It's always a pleasure. Yep.
Yeah. I like the fact that when you show me some bullshit, I have someone else to agree with me that it's some bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, he will always. No matter. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be right, and he will be like, "Nah, that's the guy you want. That's the guy you want to stupid with me." Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, George Washington was the first president. Nah. This man's full of shit.
Hold water.
Right. Exactly. Julius is the guy you want.
That's true love right there.
Yeah, for real. If there are no more Mauricio haters in the world, then Julius is dead.
Yeah. The thing I always say is like people like insult me and it never really hurts my feelings. But when Adi does it, it cuts deep. So I think that's what you guys have, No,
I'm used to it at this point. I feel like if he's not hating on me, I don't know.
If something's going on,
then I must be doing something wrong. Yeah.
Like he's nice to you. Like, are you mad at me?
Yeah, I'm like, I think he's full of shit. I think he really doesn't like this.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, yeah.
No. I know he wants to play it so bad. Just play the goddamn sound, Julius.
Do it.
All right, guys. Hey, guys. Like, follow, subscribe if you enjoy the content.
Yeah, all that good stuff. You know where to find us. We're on TikTok, the Gram, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Napster, LimeWire,
on my computer,
on his computer, my old Zune that I have in a closet somewhere. Yeah, and
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace. My boy Tom put us on, and so make sure you follow us on all the socials, like it, comment, and
hold your Latino influencers accountable.
Yeah, hold them accountable.
Yeah,
call your representative.
And man, support your community, man. I appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I love y'all, man.
Much love. Thank you, guys.